I really like to come out here at least once a year. It's like just an energy reset from the obsessive doing and thinking of the city. Nature has its own feng shui. Maybe I said that wrong. And it just really can center you and remind you that the energy that animates everything out here is the energy that animates you, the intelligence of the wilderness exists in you too. Bugs, they're kind of part of the package. It's raining a little, but it's like that nice, enjoyable sprinkle rain. I remember I came out here for my birthday one year, and my kids were really little, and we were camping in a small trailer, and the kids were out of clothes in like the first hour and a half. They had gone through all of their clean, dry clothes. So that was a fun experience. So I thought maybe while I was out here that I would talk a little bit about something I had brought up in a previous video about like telling the story of something not working, someone being a jerk, and then wanting a different situation, like wanting to create something different. And I wanted to expand a little on this because I know that often just the way that, I guess, the mind-body connection works and the way that we've been taught to understand things, that there's this idea that we need to change the narrative through the mind. And I think as I came out here, I arrived and I had a very frantic morning, a bit of a stressful week. And like I said, it was the going and the obsessive doing and planning and of the city. And when I came out here, I could feel my body just sort of reset itself. And that is often the experience that we have with nature. Getting in nature is one of the best ways to deal with mental and emotional, some of the things that challenge us. And so where am I going with this? Aside from the fact that I came out here and immediately just reset. Well, I realized, or I guess I not realized, I was reminded that it doesn't have to be perfect to work out. It's not supposed to be perfect. Nature's not perfect. The universe, it's not perfect, but it's perfect in its imperfection. Creation doesn't require perfection. It requires just persistent being. And I was reminded just by how when I came here, just the way the nature of my thoughts, my thinking changed as my body just relaxed. And I've talked a lot before about if you want to manifest something, it's literally as easy as deciding it's yours and relax. Just relax. And notice when you're not relaxed and come back to that. Because it's not natural to some people and it's easier for others. You can't see them. I love crows. And that's the work. So when I say it's not about changing something, it's literally about stopping the resistance. And like not fighting against the resistance, not creating more resistance, not resisting the resistance, but just coming to a space. And you can ask yourself, how would I feel if I had this right now? And for some people, the mind is very strong and it's going to kick up and it's going to give you all the reasons that like it's not, to bring you back to where it is, because it can really run in a loop. But it doesn't run in a loop when your body is at peace. Because I've said this before, although yes, thoughts create emotions, we now understand that the origin of all emotions, or all thought, is emotion. It's some sensation in your body. Bear country, so, I just like to maybe be a little wary. And trying to control the mind with the mind is like trying to grab water. It's futile. It's crazy making. The body has a mind of its own. And the body-mind connection, it goes both ways. And so when your thoughts are racing, when your fears are overtaking you, when it feels like it'll never happen, the key lies within creating stillness within your body, within working through the things that are coming up, and not seeking necessarily to do that through the mind. Mindset work is powerful, but somatic work is equally or more powerful, because your traumatically emotional experiences, you hold them in your body and they don't show up as a memory, they show up as a reaction. And the key to creation isn't perfection. And this is where our mind, which is one of our most powerful assets, can really work against you, because it tells you that it has to be a certain way. When in fact, creation doesn't require perfection, and it doesn't struggle. It just is. It's just about being. Not about fighting or resisting or trying to change. It's literally about being. It's about finding that space and just settling into it. And looking outside of yourself to see, is it working? Or to lament that it's not working is often one of the biggest trip-up points. When you learn to prioritize your vibration or your assumption, they're not different, you're going to become whatever is in parallel with what you assume. Oh, little squirrel. You're going to become whatever's in parallel with what you assume about anything. And that is who you are being. Assuming is not wishing or hoping. It is about deciding something without needing a bunch of proof. And this affects your vibration, which is a compilation of your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your emotions. When you're fighting against something, you're in the assumption that it's not working. And you're vibrating in line with it's not working. You don't need to try. You need to go within and focus internally. And you want to continue to realign. And learning to process things through effectively. Releasing doesn't mean get rid of. Releasing means integrate. It means transmuting. And transmuting is not get rid of. It's to shift and change. So you may have the same energy within you. You're never going to get rid of that energy. You want to learn to transmute it. You can't get rid of feelings, but you can learn to transmute them. Often when we think about the letting go technique, we think it's letting go of emotions. It's not. It's letting go of traumatic stories. It's letting go of beliefs about yourself. It has very little to do with the emotion because you're going to have thousands of beliefs connected to an emotion. So you want to transmute the emotion, not get rid of. Get rid of is resisting, suppressing, repressing. You want to transmute. It means holding the same energy in a new way. It means holding the same person in a new light, holding the same opportunity in a new light. And it's often a combination of somatic work and mindset work. Both of them are only half the work if you're simply doing one. You're a whole human being. You're not just a brain in a jar, and you're not just a mindless body. You're an entire human being, and the body is the mind. The body is the mind.